what's good, y'all? And welcome to my movie review for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Apologies for the delay on this movie review. And also, hey guys, procrastination's a bitch, and plus I've been busy with other things, and my mom has been dragging me out to the pool for a couple days, like once a week, so yeah, it really makes it hard to work on videos when you're not in your house. But yeah, sorry for the delay, but we're back. So, overall, let me first my overall thoughts real quick. Overall, I thought Jurassic World was... If you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you guys already know what I thought of the movie, at least a quick summary of it. But I thought it was pleasantly surprising. Like, when I saw the first two trailers, because I didn't see the final trailer, at least I don't think I did. I know I saw, like, the first two trailers, which people say, like, you know, they're very spoilery. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, in a way, yes, they do kind of, like, spoil what the majority of the movie is. But they don't, like, flat out, like, spoil everything. Like, there are still some surprises I think that you will still be surprised on. Now, granted, I haven't seen the final trailer. That trailer I kind of skipped out on. I was thinking about doing a reaction video to that, but I ended up just not watching it entirely because I just got busy with other things. So, I couldn't say, but from the first two trailers, yeah, they kind of spoil some stuff, but I don't think it's anything that major. At least to me, anyway. But I probably forgot those trailers anyway, so I was still pleasantly surprised by a lot of this movie. So the movie is directed by J.A. Bayone? I think I'm probably butchering. Who was also the director of The Impossible, which is probably all of our first first movie we ever saw Tom Holland in. So when he got announced as Spider-Man, we probably all knew the kid could act, but I was kind of worried, like, could he really do? Because I don't know if he could really do for Captain Pierce. But as we know, we saw in Civil War and Homecoming, he is a spectacular Spider-Man, pun intended. But yeah, I mean, I know Chris Stuckman was very disappointed with me because of the director, because he's directing, you know, The Impossible and a few other movies, and I really did enjoy The Impossible, but I didn't know this guy was directing, so I didn't really, like, if I saw trailers, I was like, okay, the movie looks good, because, like, when I saw first Jurassic World, I remember loving that movie, mostly due to the fact of the Raptors motorcycle scene, and the scene where we had, you know, the motherfucking T-Rex teaming up with Blue. Like, that was probably, like, the reason why I love that movie as much as I did. But I do plan on rewatching the first one, like, after I'm done with this video. I got, like, the collector's tin, you know, thing that's like the circular thing. I got that. So yeah, I'll probably end up rewatching the first Jurassic World, just to know which one I like more. Although I wouldn't be surprised to end up saying, yeah, I like the first Jurassic World more than I did the Fallen Kingdom. But anyway, so the cast includes Bryce Dallas Howard, of course, our man Chris Pratt, Jeff, Goldblum, Daniela Pinda, I'm probably butchering that, Justin Smith, who the hell names their kid Justice? Yeah, Justice, yeah, I'm looking at, wait, am I reading that wrong? B.D. Wong, Toby Jones, and many more. And the plot of Jurassic World The Fallen Kingdom is, there's this island that's where all the dinosaurs are being held. I forget the names of this because, like, I'm more of a casual Jurassic Park fan. I'm not like a hardcore Jurassic Park fan, so I don't really know the names of, like, these particular islands the dinosaurs are being kept on, or even the names of the majority of the dinosaur species, because I'm not into dinosaurs like that. This island where the dinosaurs are being held is currently having a volcano that's active and erupting. So Claire and her crew, along with Chris Pratt, go over there to save the rest of the dinosaurs, to get them off that island, so that they can live long and prosper. Star Trek. Now that's as far as I can go with the plot summary. If you've seen trailers, you kind of know what happens midway through you probably know what they're gonna do. But in case you guys have only seen the first trailer, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Granted, this review is like a week late. The movie coming out here in the States, so most of y'all who were kind of like iffy about the movie have already seen. But in case you haven't and you're still kind of iffy about it, I guess I'll tell you whether or not you should check it out or not. Anyway, so okay, let's start with the cast. Everybody does a fine enough job with the roles. But I think my major problem with the majority of the characters I had is just because not much happens to them as character development. Like, Chris Pratt, he's pretty much the same as he was in the first movie. Claire, she's okay. I was never really that big of a fan of her in the first movie. But Jeff Goldblum, he's more or less a cameo. But I gotta say, Daniela, she was my favorite character in the movie. Like, oh my god, did I just love every scene she was in. Like, she's like, I can definitely tell what she's. So it's like, Justice, you know, the kid that plays Franklin Webb, I don't understand why this kid's here. He is a massive fucking pussy. Like, he's, like, scared of everything. Like, at first it was kind of funny, but, like, midway through the movie, I'm like, dude, why are you even here? do you even want to save the dinosaurs? Because I feel like you're more scared of them than anything else. Like, why are you even here? I get you're a hacker and you know computers, but Claire, run the park. Couldn't you do this all by yourself? And yeah, if you really do think about this movie hard enough, this movie does kind of fall apart with like certain stuff in the movie, which I will definitely agree on. But if you kind of like turn your brain off, it's fine enough. But yeah, like let's say we're saying Danielle, she like her character she played Zia Rodriguez. She was my favorite character. She's like definitely she takes no shit from nobody. She don't give a fuck. She's my kind of woman. Only thing will make her better if she was redhead. But hey, y'all aren't here to help me talk about my preference of women. Or my taste in women, I should say. Y'all are here to listen to me talk about Jurassic World. But yeah, I would definitely say she was my favorite character. Along with Chris Pratt. But Chris Pratt is Chris Pratt. The man's great in everything he's in. I love Chris Pratt. Yeah, so I gotta say this. I was definitely pleasantly surprised because, like, I could understand if you told me, like, you know, oh, I hated this movie. It sucks. Because that kind of happened with me, because I saw this with my mom and my brother. My mom ended up really enjoying it. My brother thought of it as, like, a rom-com. Which I'm like, dude, okay, you can say it's bad, but don't call it a rom-com because it's not that. It ain't that bad. So, like, he didn't end up liking, which I can understand. There's a lot of things about this movie that you could definitely say you could have problems with. Me, personally, I didn't really find that many flaws with this movie, other than the fact that the characters are very cliche. Like, Franklin Wim, the cliche pussy that's scared of everything. The villains, they're the most cliche villains of all time. There are some of the villains when you look at them one time, you're like, Jesus Christ, you're the villain. I can obviously already tell. Like Chris Pratt doesn't have any real character. Hell, him and Claire's relationships, like they pretty much just hit the reset button on that. They kind of like we know they got together in the first movie, but then in the second movie here they broke up. But now they kind of like it looks like they're getting back together. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Jurassic World 3, which I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna end up happening. But I don't know, like. My biggest flaw in this movie is definitely the fact that the characters just don't get any, like, the characters are either cliche as hell, or they just don't get development. Like, all these characters are cliche. Like, they're all just, cardboard copies of something else. You've seen, like, the cliche villains that are, the cliche villains, I'm not going to go any farther because I would get in spoiler territory. But, yeah. So, now enough of me hating them. Let me talk about things I love about this movie. The cinematography was really damn good. Like, there were some really damn good shots in this movie. Like, some really damn good shots. I'll talk about my favorite shot of the movie a little bit later. Like I said, Chris Pratt, he was amazing. Jeff Goldblum, it was nice to see him again. The dinosaurs look amazing. The CGI work on them, and the occasional time when they use practical effects with the motherfucking T-Rex in blue, they were some damn good effects. Like, the CGI when we see the motherfucking T-Rex being the motherfucking T-Rex, it's awesome to see. And the new I'm not gonna go there because that's kind of that was all showed up in the second trailer. But yeah, like there's not really much I can really talk about this movie without really delving into spoiler territory. But okay, I'm gonna give you guys my firebird, then I'm gonna talk about spoilers for a second. I'm not gonna go full on with some of the spoilers, but I'm only gonna talk about a couple things. So, would I recommend you guys go check this movie out? If you are a fan of Jurassic Park, though you probably already seen it, but if you're still kind of iffy about it, I would say keep your expectations low, and I think you'll end up being pleasantly surprised. Maybe also turn off your brain while you're at it, and I think you could end up really enjoying this movie. Not gonna say it's a masterpiece that's gonna compete with the first movie, because it ain't. But I think if you were disappointed with the first movie, you may end up liking this maybe a little more, although you might just end up disliking it a little more. I don't really know, because I feel like, because it seems like Jurassic World was kind of like controversial, like it seems like it was kind of mixed. Because like I thought everyone loved the movie, but it seems like a lot of people that were fans of the first movie, that were fans of the original movie, did not really end up liking Jurassic World all that much. But so I would say if you're a fan of Jurassic Park, I would recommend you guys go check this movie out. I would, because now like I said, just keep your expectations low, turn off your brain, and it's a fun monster movie. It's a fun monster movie. You can get some decent enjoyment out of it. Trust me, there are far worse movies you could watch than Jurassic World. I doubt you're gonna hate this movie as much as the fandom has hated, Jurassic Park 3 with Alan. Which I'm wondering if we do get Jurassic World 3, because this movie since the first one took cues from the first movie, The second one took cues from The Lost World. Is the third one going to take cues from the third movie where we're going to have, like, Owen, he sees blue and he says, Owen, on, like, an airplane or something? Because, like, that's part of Jurassic Park 3. So, the final verdict for Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom, is an 8.5 out of 10. I personally really enjoyed it, but I can understand why a lot of people hate this movie. Like I said, guys, I would recommend it to you guys if you're a fan of Jurassic Park. If you're a fan of Jurassic World, I would recommend you guys go check this movie out. I'd say you could probably, there's going to be something I think you'll at least enjoy something about this movie. It ain't terrible. It ain't the worst. I doubt it's the worst in the franchise, because I mean, I'm sure Jurassic World 3 is probably worse than this. I haven't really seen Jurassic World 3 in all honesty. I've only seen the first one. I haven't even seen The Lost World in all honesty. But hey, yeah, it's not terrible. There are far worse movies out there. But hey, it ain't really the best in the franchise. Like, it's good, it's enjoyable, but it ain't spectacular. It ain't gonna knock your socks off. But I think if you were kind of like me, where you had very low expectations for this movie, I'd say you'll at least be pleasantly surprised. So, now it's a spoiler discussion. So if you guys don't want to know spoilers, so please click off. Okay, let me talk about my favorite shot in the entire movie. It was that shot where we had the dinosaur with the very long neck. I forget. I guess, guys, I'm no dinosaur expert, so I don't know. I think they're called the Belopsosaurs or something like that. I just love that shot when Chris Pratt and the rest of the guys get on the boat and the boat sails off, and then they turn back and they see this one dinosaur just chilling by the dock, just like crying or roaring or what. He's making sounds. And he's just like, it gets on his, and you see the smoke just slowly engulf him. And oh my god, my heart! Oh my god, this scene was pulling at my heart. I just wanted to jump into the screen and turn the goddamn boat around and save him! Man, that hit me. That shot hit me. That was my favorite shot in the whole movie. I feel like if you didn't even like the movie, you have to admit that shot was fucking awesome. You have to give the movie props for that shot. And also, I got to the new hybrid dinosaur they had with like a raptor. It was cool. I really did the design. It was a damn good design for a dinosaur. Now, yeah, I would also say stuff like this is major spoilers by the way, but this is spoiler section. Stuff about the clone. That was shocking, and the movie did kind of just breathe through, like, okay, yeah, she's a clone, bye. Yeah, I feel like you kind of need to explain that a little bit more, and not just gloss over it like it's nothing, but whatever. I am definitely curious on a possibility of a Jurassic World 3. I feel like they're probably going to be doing it anyway, because it looks like they will be doing trilogy, and I'm definitely curious because it definitely has piqued my interest more. Then when I heard Jurassic World 2 was when Jurassic World 2 got confirmed, I was like, okay, cool, Jurassic World 2, cool. This I'm a little bit more interested in. Now, I'm not saying I'm like, oh yeah, I'm super hyped for Jurassic World 3, but I'm saying like I am interested, and I am definitely now if they end up not doing Jurassic World 3, like this movie doesn't end up doing it, well, they end up just canceling it, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. But if they will end up doing Jurassic World 3, I'm definitely gonna go watch it, and I'm definitely interested on what the possibility they could do with Jurassic World 3. So yeah, so that's overall my spoiler discussion and my thoughts and opinions I had on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Tell me what y'all thought in the comment section down below. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked, if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, links are just below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.
She's